Hi guys, what's going on? So we were just having some wonderful talk and jabber, right, guys?
Oh yeah.
Yep. Jabber.
Thank you very much for coming out to the Crafting Table Podcast. I am on Fire 53, and today we have our co-host White Boy 503,
What's good, everybody?
Sam,
Hey, everybody.
and then we have our special guests. We have Hart,
Hello.
we have Chris,
Hi.
and we have Zapper. Of course, I'm using shorts for their names because that's just the easiest way to do it.
And I still can't say a lot of people's names.
All right, so essentially here, of course, I'm going to idle out on the server. But while you guys are here watching the stream, feel free to ask any questions. We will get to them as we can. Thank you very much, Grim, for being in the stream. Thank you very much, guys, for being in the stream as well.
Yes.
All right, so how's everyone doing today?
Doing all right. Doing good. Pre-Friday.
Oh, you need to turn up the volume on Fire.
See? Thank you.
Because Beta says that we are pretty quiet, and I know my mic isn't picking up nothing quiet.
All right, well, we got that fixed. Thank you
All
very
right.
much, Beta. We always have some type of technical issues going on my
Wait,
side.
Beta's watching?
Yep.
Hi, Beta.
What's up,
I
Beta?
love you.
That's
All right, so tonight is the 10th episode celebration. So we have some very unique guests, as well as it's just going to be so fun just to do the podcast period with more than what we normally have on a podcast at a time. It's going to be interesting. So the reason why we're celebrating 10 episodes is because we're proud to say that we've gotten to 10 episodes without any issues, no hitches. It's always gone on. So we hope to continue that and have many more.
yes.
So let's go ahead and start introducing some of our guests here. So we're going to start with Hart. Go ahead and tell us how you got started, what you do, and
Well, I think she'd probably go with what she does first, because that kind of matters more than what how she got started. But whatever.
well, it doesn't matter what
Harsh,
order.
Guys, just work with it.
Okay. Well. I stream for Gaming Guys TV, and I do have my own Twitch channel that I try to do at least in the evenings, during the week, and on the weekends. So that's about it. Nothing extraordinary or anything. I play a little bit of everything, from retro to the new stuff.
What's your favorite type of games? What's your favorite type of genre of gaming? Or
My
do you
favorite genre lately has been horror games.
Mhm.
Anything dealing with zombies and cutting up and running and screaming.
I ain't trying to do all that. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Yes,
With
we
little
know.
pansy.
I do
Well, no,
have...
It's because I watched one of her videos last week, and my mom was passed out in the other room, and she screamed and I screamed, and I swear to God, my scream was louder than hers. I woke my mom up. She was pissed. She's like, "What the fuck is going on?" I was like, "I just watched the video and it scared me."
Yeah,
My
it
mom
was.
called me a vagina and everything. I was like, "Wow, thanks." It's all good. What were we saying on Fire?
I have a couple horror games that I have yet to play.
What?
Too afraid to play them.
No, I just have not played them yet.
Why?
This guy buys too many games.
Well, yeah, I'm a hoarder when it comes to games, especially when a Steam sale hits. I stock up on them.
I gotta hide my debit card. Can't be doing all that.
Well, see, I load my wallet up when a sale comes, and yeah, it's on.
All right. Well, what about hold on, I'm trying to look people. Zapper, what about you? How what do you do and how'd you get started?
Well, on YouTube, I do like super random animations of Minecraft, and the one who's teaching me to animate, his name is Redcap Creations. He's really talented, and I personally think he needs more subscribers than he has. He only has like 23, but his animations are really good. He's teaching me how to animate, and and for streaming, I did a couple of streams. Turned out okay, but it's kind of laggy because I have very slow internet. Because I'm from the Central, and that's like plains and all that. Can't really get good internet there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not a lot of people have access to the type of internet that everybody should have, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But
Want that Google Fiber?
yeah.
Yes.
Google Fiber already.
Yeah.
You're
I
gonna
know I'm
give
finna get it probably within the next year because I live in Oregon. I'm probably gonna be hopefully getting it within the next year or two.
I wish I was near
And
that.
We're gonna give a
And,
shout out to Corporal Bruno there in the chat. What's going on, Corporal Bruno? Team Bruno.
I'm around. He's like I'm around ish. So let's give a shout out to everybody who's in the chat right now. We got Bruno in the chat, Grim Reaper's in the chat, Heart's in the chat, Chris is in the chat, Double's in the chat, Meg Raddy, Radley is in the chat,
Mick
and
Radley, yeah.
Beta is in the chat.
What's going on, guys? Thank you very much for coming out. Make sure you hit that share button, please.
Yes, let's try to get like 25 people in here.
10th episode celebration.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Chris,
You still awake over there?
are you awake?
Yeah.
That is the good question. That's the one only question we have for you right now.
Are you awake?
I'm
Chris?
awake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So you help run the Gaming Guys Twitch community channel, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. How did that get started?
We've had the website running for a while. We write gaming news and then we go to events, and then we just decided that we wanted to start a Twitch community channel. So we started advertising that we were interested in people. We had some people say they were interested and wasted our time, and then we had other people that really have took it on board and have been really committed to obviously streaming on the channel.
Oh,
That's
very
great,
cool.
dude. I'm actually probably be hitting you up after the podcast about a little position myself.
That'd be pretty awesome, and we'll have to sort you out.
Yeah, might as well. All the kind of collaborations is the best kind of collaboration.
Oh, I
Yeah.
knew you were gonna say that. I just got done telling you that, yo. Just that
okay,
you
the reason-
cannot
the
turn
reason-
down a collaboration, man.
Well,
if
no,
it's
okay, so
open.
I go to look up the gaming the channel, and All on Fire tells me it's Gaming Guys TV. So I look it up, and it's like 2 followers. I was like, why would I do this? Like, this guy's got like less followers than I have, and like he's got like 3 views. I'm like, how's this gonna benefit me in any way? And then he sends me the link, and it's Game In. Like,
Yes.
and I was like, wow, really? Okay, thanks for that. Make me feel like an ass, but whatever.
No, that's all right. See, you always love to explain yourself.
Of course, you make me look like a fool in front of everybody. I gotta make sure they know what's going on.
I ain't making you look like a fool.
Boy does that by himself. Come on.
Shut your mouth, Sam. Shut your mouth. You have no room to
Alright.
talk in turn.
So we've gone around the table here.
The door's missing.
The door's missing. No, that's all right. Don't worry about it. Nobody's up here.
Wow, Sam, really aren't doing your job. Put the light on.
God,
Again?
second week in a row.
Oh my god.
Gotta love it. So I just want to play something for you guys, and
Oh, man.
you may not hear it in the Skype call right away. I would listen to the stream if you're watching the stream.
1 second.
Can't.
But where did it go here?
So much work being put into
This is a
podcast.
basically what it is. This is a clip from one of our past podcasts. Is basically the funniest we've had, at least so far. And it's me saying something. I want to say in my defense, I was tired. Like I don't know what I was saying.
What?
You'll know when you hear it, Sam.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the classics, and it's right in front of the podcast on one of our videos. I think it was from April 5th, so it was live on April 4th. And so here's the beginning once the freaking ad goes through. Sam was a part of it too. It was actually the first appearance of Sam. Now,
Oh, is it the thing I think it is? The
Yeah.
it is. All right, so here we go.
I don't have to listen anymore. I know what it is. I do that.
Really?
I do that.
It's disgusting.
It's not weird.
All right, so just in case anybody missed it, I'm gonna play it again.
I missed it. I didn't even hear it.
Yeah,
I did.
Really? It's disgusting.
It's not weird. Though.
Okay, I heard it that time.
I think humans have the natural tendency just to, like, do something and then like sniff their fingers.
The final part. I just added the final part for Sam.
Wait, what part was it?
I'll give you guys a quick listen. Go ahead and have a quick listen. And here, that is one of the most memorable moments of podcast history.
You should definitely put that in the chat because I don't think some people are able to actually hear it. So you should. Bruno's like, "Where's the clip?" And he's like, "Breathing."
I will post this link in the chat. Just bear with me for 1 second.
So mute the ad on the stream.
Why not? I don't know, because
Bugging me.
Twitch hates you.
Twitch hates you, yep. So, who wants to get started on the first topic while I go ahead and do this?
Sam,
I
what do you
will.
got? Go ahead.
What boy? Come on, you do it. I did last time.
Okay.
Wait,
that's fine with me.
does Zapper have a topic that he wants to say?
Sure.
Well, let's go ahead and let you
Go
go
ahead
ahead.
and get him in there.
For all the people who know Minecraft, Aurelian, I think I said that right. She joined Minecraft. Minecraft, not crap. Well, Minecraft, and she is the first girl in the group, so it's kind of cool that there's a girl in a big group of YouTubers.
Oh, absolutely. They've been a group of just men for the longest time, and then now they're finally opening up a little bit. But did you know that she's also she works for Twitch?
Really?
Yes, in the Minecraft division of Twitch.
Huh.
I didn't know that there was divisions for games, but okay.
I didn't either. The more you know.
Yeah. Somebody should like put the clip that CTFXC uses. The more you know. You know what I'm talking about, don't
yeah,
you?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Alright.
But yeah, it's very interesting that they let her on, and I think it's just because she's been doing Minecraft for quite some time now. She's actually met quite a few of them at like conventions and stuff. Yep. So that's where it got the start, I'm sure. And then she got a job with Twitch, and then all of a sudden now she's on Minecraft.
Well,
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, blowing up.
Which leads to another question. Who are your guys' favorite Minecrackers?
I like BWO. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, I can't answer this question because I didn't know before the stream who they were. So
I have no idea, so.
I've
Not
met
a clue.
most of them in real life.
Have you?
Yeah, I went to Minecon. Minecon. If you have the chance, if you have the chance to get a ticket, go for it. It is like it is the greatest time you'll ever have.
If it ever gets closer to me, I will.
Yeah, but my favorite Minecracker would have to be Kurt J-Mac because he's a really nice guy and he's raised like $300,000 to $500,000 for charity, which is like really cool.
yeah, that's awesome.
And now he used to never show up on the Minecraft server videos, but now he's actually making about as big as a build as Arcus. And if you know him, he makes these huge builds. So,
Yeah, there's some really talented Minecrafters out there, I will tell you that.
Sun Fury. Oh. Seen some of their builds and just like wanted to just go cry.
Alright, Sam, what's your topic for this evening?
Oh, I thought we were jumping into White Boy, but okay.
Yeah.
I changed it up a little bit.
Great, perfect. I love when people do that.
Oh,
I
wait,
enjoyed-
before you do that.
Perfect.
Just keep
Before
stopping
you-
and starting him.
Before you do that, I do have a couple announcements to make. So, one of the announcements is that we are sponsored by craft.org. It's a great Minecraft server. That's what we're currently on right now. And we have a Questinator. We have drop parties on Sundays. It's a great time. You should definitely come onto the server and enjoy it. as well as join.teambruno.org. It's a great community where you can share information with like-minded people, such as your videos, your vlogs, anything of that sort. So definitely come by and check that out as well. And Sam is our new co-host.
Yes, finally that got there. I was like, you bastard, you tricked me.
Does this mean that an intern is open?
That at this time, no, because 3 people at this time is our max for right now until we can get a little bit further within the podcast. But thank you very much for mentioning that.
Apples to you. Actually, I think that's already someone's logo, so here's an apple.
Mine.
So, congratulations, Sam. Thank you very much for helping out with the podcast when you can and being there. So, it's definitely been an awesome time.
Yes.
I almost feel like that was like a send-off.
Yeah.
Like that last little bit. It felt like you were sending him off. It's like,
Nope,
no,
we're
definitely.
Great, but you're gonna die.
continuing this. All right, so anyway, go ahead with your topic now.
Okay, I have a choice between 3 like I did last time. I'm going to ask which one you guys want to talk about first, because that's what this is about. Do you guys want to talk about Wolfenstein Collector's Edition being dumb? Games coming too soon, as in like them releasing like within the mid-year? And $500 million being spent on Destiny. So which one do you guys want to talk about?
I think the game's coming too early. That's the one I choose.
Yeah, game coming too early.
So everyone's good on that one?
Yeah,
Right.
we'll go with
So
that.
today it was announced that a game. Previously there was a game called Far Cry 3. I don't know if any of you guys played that.
No, but I've heard of
Yes.
Heard of
Far
it.
Cry 3 was probably one of my favorite games of the year it came out. I don't remember which one it was. But I did really enjoy it, and I was like, it would be great if there was another one coming out. And today it was completely announced that there is going to be a Far Cry 4 coming out in November 18th. And I was just thinking to myself, because it's usually a customary in gaming that a game that's a AAA title, at least, like a big one, is usually announced like a year before it's released. So I would usually have time to like set up for it and be like, yeah, this is going to happen. But it's being released like halfway through the year. Well, like halfway through the year that's being announced. And I was just wondering if you guys think that that's okay, and yeah.
Like, so I'm kind of confused on what the topic actually is. Like, so are
Do
you,
you guys
like,
think like releasing a game, like announcing a game, basically when it's coming out, like in like a couple months, like 6 months, I guess.
I think that's okay, just for the fact that with the whole Titanfall issue, you know, like they hyped it up so much, and then it came out and it wasn't, you know, what everybody was expecting. So I would think that it would be okay to do that, just because a lot of people are gonna hype it up so much that it may end up falling flat on its face, and then it's gonna piss off a bunch of people. And
Does
if they
time
don't have
affect
that all.
though?
Well, yeah, because, you know, the more time that people are able to stew on whether or not this game's going to be amazing or not, it's going to affect their opinion on the game. You know,
Yes, I can kind of see that.
and I mean,
I
it's
just
the-
basically made
it's
this topic because I'm mad at Double, but
I mean, it's the same thing, you know, with the whole you have a problem with how everybody's hyping up Watch Dogs, like we talked about last time. You know, you know, if people didn't have the time to stew on it because, you know, it's been pushed back so much. You know, if they had released little bits of information, you know, maybe 6-7 months before it was released, or maybe even a year, and then actually, you know, put out a product, you know, they would have been a lot better off rather than, you know, the way they have handled it. That's my 2 cents on it.
yeah, but I think like Watch Dogs, it doesn't have like the Titanfall hype even for a game that's been announced like several years ago, like 2 to 3, I would say. So like the time hasn't really affected it as much as Titanfall did.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, you also got to think of genres too. You know, that's a big part of the gaming community is, you know, people who play FPS games. So being that Titanfall is an FPS, it's gonna get a lot of hype. You know, 'cause
It was
everybody's
way
thinking
hyped.
Huh?
It was way hyped.
Oh, okay.
Titanfall?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, Titanfall was overhyped completely.
Yep, but you know, I don't know. What does everybody else think about? Like, what do you think, Hart and all the other guests that we have here this evening?
Well, I'd say that if they release a game 6 months before, I feel like that's kind of an appropriate time to start talking about. Because I mean, the Pokemon game, that's not even like till next year. The like Ruby and Sapphire remakes they just announced, and that's like a year from now. So
No.
6 months.
It's gonna be released in November.
Well, something
Just like
to
the
that.
Far Cry game, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Well, 6 months. I feel like that's a okay time to release the news. Because unless there's like a really amazing game that'll destroy the hype, go for it.
Yeah,
YOLO.
I think 6 months is I mean decent if they really want to get the hype up so that they have high sales. But I mean, from what I've heard already, people have already been able to play Wolfenstein. At one point, or Wolfenstein, sorry. Great promotion there. But I don't really have too much to say about it because I'm not too sure if I'm really excited about it or not.
Well, who is excited about it besides Sam?
Apparently nobody.
Was quiet. I was like,
Boo! You all can't. You all have no taste. Far Cry 3 was an amazing game.
Oh,
I
that,
haven't even got that far. I only played Far Cry
It
2.
was. I haven't played it in a while though, so I need to get back on Far Cry and just play it a bit more.
I'm waiting for a
Oh,
sale. So.
gotta wait for them sales.
Gotta wait for those Steam sales.
Yes.
Let's see. All right, White Boy, what do you got for us?
Okay, so this is one I just found out today, and it makes me depressed a little bit. So you guys, of course, have heard of the infamous game Flappy Bird, right?
Yes.
Yeah, heard
Okay,
of it.
so yeah, I hope you didn't play it because that's
No,
just
I
a
didn't.
waste of time. But apparently, the person who developed the game decided, he was gonna take it down because he was getting a bunch of hate from everybody and stuff like that, and he basically just, gave into the hate. Well, it was announced today that the Flappy Bird will fly in again in August. He's gonna be re-releasing it with a multiplayer aspect, apparently.
Mhm.
So yeah, it says it'll be released in August for iTunes and the Google Play Store. It says it was developed and released within a 3-day period last May, and now he is going to basically, revamp it and make it quote unquote better. He said the reason he took it down is because it was too addictive. And I think honestly, I think he was just seeing how many people are making, rip-offs of the games and making money off of his idea. So he's like, well, I probably should jump back in this market considering I'm the one who made it. So
What was everybody's high scores, by the way? Because mine 51 and I can't beat it. Just
Are
just
you
yeah.
He's playing it
just
right now.
I know I hear it in the background.
I actually have never played Flappy Bird.
I
have
had
either.
it for one day and then I deleted it.
Yeah, I've played it numerous times and raged over it as well. I believe I can still download it from that market.
Not the legit one. No.
No, the one, I mean, like,
The one of the 150 remakes that they've made.
right, there's like tons of them out there.
Oh yeah. I think there was actually a statistic that said there was like at least 30 that were released on the market a day.
That you don't realize how much money that guy made.
Oh yeah, he made a lot of money. It's just, I don't know. It just makes me depressed that it's actually.
It wasn't a free game. You had to pay
No,
for
you
it.
actually had to pay
No.
for it. I think it was like 99 cents or like.
No, it
$1 or
was
something.
free. It was a free game. It's just that the ads on it made it like a lot of money.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was getting like $50,000 a day.
So Beta in the chat says, "Oh my God, Flappy Bird should be a DLC character for the new Smash Bros."
That would be great. That would make me buy the new
That'd
Super
be
Smash
awesome.
Bros.
No, please no. I really hope not. Like that. I'm not gonna be able to get Smash Bros because I don't have a Wii U, but that would make me mad if they did that.
It's also on the 3DS.
Yeah,
Um,
the 3DS and the Wii U.
I think
Um,
that the guy who made Flappy Bird is the biggest genius in the whole world. Because
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
no. Okay. Listen here. I have this theory, right? That the guy that made Flappy Bird, he noticed that his game kind of was losing a bit of traction, so he took it off the market, and that put it back in the news again. And he was
Right.
like, "That's perfect." You know what else will put it back in? If I re-released it. It's all a ploy. It's bull.
Of course, it's all about marketing, man. It's all about
This guy's
marketing.
intelligent.
Well, I mean, we don't really
I
know
don't
that.
It's just like, it's I don't know, because it like, I I have no idea what to say. It's just it seems like that's what gaming is turning towards, and it's depressing. Like a lot of like and I guess this goes into like microtransactions. Like microtransactions have become more and more of a common thing that is allowed, which sucks because like if I want to play a game, I shouldn't have to pay for stuff after the game.
Yeah.
It's just it seems like it's just kind of like a downhill slope that we're heading towards in the gaming industry, which is terrible. But I guess there's nothing really you can do about it.
It'll pick up again. It
Let's
will.
hope
So, go ahead. Microtransactions.
Yeah, the microtransactions. If you have ever played Roller Coaster Tycoon 4 for the iPhone,
That's a joke.
that game is just like, well, if you buy me, it's like, well, if you've ever played the first, that's like your childhood. That's
Yeah.
like one of your childhood games, like your most memorable games, because that was like the greatest game of all time until recently. But it's just like, get it? You think you're gonna get like awesome old nostalgia feeling, but then it's just like, wait, what? You have to, all right. So wait, what? To build one piece of track, it takes how long? 5 weeks? What? Speed it up for $120. Let's do it.
Yeah. See. All right. So. It's been brought to the chat already. Microtransactions have an important place in the gaming community, and they won't go away. That's what
Shut your
Mr.
mouth,
Beta
dude.
says.
Shut your
Now,
mouth.
everybody has their opinions about it. My opinion on it, it's not so bad if people want to spend money on a game like that, but it's foolish spending. That's my opinion on it. The other part of it is when games utilize microtransactions to make you better within the game and change the gameplay. That's where I have a problem with it. If there's a free-to-play game out there, I want to be able to play the game as intended, but if I keep on either getting killed by people that are bigger than me because they have money and can afford to buy the better gear than I have,
Yeah.
it's to me unfair. So that's why I like to play free-to-play games that don't have that ability. And if they do have any type of microtransactions, it's nothing that will change the gameplay. It just changes an appearance.
Yeah,
Or
like
gives you
more of a
cosmetic.
cosmetic rather than game. Yeah,
Exactly.
That's the issue that I have.
Path of Exiles is number one of those. Like I'll continue to play Path of Exiles just for the mere fact that I can play that game and be able to build myself up the way that it was intended.
Yeah.
I just actually probably.
So my thoughts on microtransactions, it's probably shite. It's like playing bingo when it's like gambling. It's basically gambling. I mean, look at all the people that have wrapped all the kids that have wrapped up money on iPads because they've took their mum's iPads and they've bought games and spent loads of money on microtransactions. I mean, it's just, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It's becoming more and more common in games where microtransactions come into games and people spend money and just
because it just
it's
seems like
basically-
they're able to like release games that are shitty on the market and people will buy them. It's just like I said earlier. It's just a very slippery slope that we are not like doing anything about.
They
I mean, that was-
release
Go ahead.
free-to-play games and then they develop they actually make more money on microtransactions than they did to develop the game. That's what basically it's wrong what people do with microtransactions. Not like people, like the companies, what they do with just it winds me up.
You know what else I hate is DLCs. Like
Oh.
I pay so much good money for a game,
Okay,
and then the DLC.
day one
I
DLC.
understand
Day
they
one
have
DLC,
to come out with
yes.
new maps.
Day one DLC I can understand being angry with, but like when DLC was first announced, like like expansions, like for WoW or something, like when it's expanding your gaming experience rather than something that they took off the disc and just kind of said, oh well, we're gonna charge you extra for something that you shouldn't really have to pay for, considering we already developed it. If it's aftermarket development, I have no issue with it. But if it's stuff that they're basically locked on the disc where you have to pay to unlock it, that's a load of garbage.
My issue is getting the game of the year and then they release DLCs that doesn't go with the game of the year.
Like Borderlands. I think Borderlands
Yes.
did that.
Yes.
I don't know any other game that's done that. Borderlands pissed me off when it did that. I was like, really?
And I'm like, what?
What a waste.
Oh yeah,
Game has
that
way too
like,
much DLC anyway.
well, if it has a lot of DLC, I mean, it should be a great game. But I've heard that Borderlands is a great game. I've never played it.
Yeah, it is a great game, but when I buy the game of the year and then you release some DLCs and oh no, you have to pay extra for this one.
Well, okay, I guess it depends. It depends on the type of DLC. If it's cosmetic DLC, then I can understand that. That's understandable. But if it's like content, then I don't think you should necessarily have to like actually pay for that.
I think it's fine to pay for it, and like I don't know. It's a really weird topic to talk about, I guess, but.
Yeah, it's
kind of
a-
wishy-washy on it. Like certain things you should like if it's day one story things, that's dumb. But if later on it comes out,
Oh
and
yeah, that's what I'm
like,
saying. Like if it's
new
story.
area.
No, I'm talking about like if you bought like if they release a game that's called
the game like the full-on edition.
Yeah, the complete edition or game of the year or some shit like that.
Yeah.
and
Well, if
they
they're
end
gonna
up-
release that, then they should have intentions not to make any more DLC for the game.
or wait until they have completed the game to the all the store extra stuff that they want to.
Right.
But yeah, to put it in there, yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes I wait to get the game of the year or whatever. Just okay, make sure they have everything packed in there, and then I get it. And then they did that to me. I'm like, oh, you son of a beep.
Yeah, that's not okay. Sam, what's your other topic that you had?
I'll just jump into the Wolfenstein one about the collector's edition. So I've been excited for Wolfenstein for quite a while. I know a lot of people aren't. Like, it's not a game that's getting a lot of traction at this point, but I was interested in getting the collector's edition because I usually like getting collector's editions for games I'm excited for. And I was looking at it and I was like, this is really cool, this is really cool. And it comes with a lot of things, like usual things, like an art book, a statue figure of the Panzerhund, and things like that usually get like a box and everything. However, this thing costs $150, I think, and it does not come with the game.
Yeah, I remember hearing about this. I was like, that doesn't make any damn sense.
Shouldn't a collector's edition of a game come with the actual game?
What?
Yeah,
I know, right?
yeah. I saw that on
What?
the news the other day. That it's it's actually getting. Yeah, they're selling a collector's edition without the actual game, which doesn't really make much sense.
It
but,
doesn't make any sense at all. And that kind of made me mad. I was like, oh, that's like... Because I would totally buy it otherwise. Like, if it did come with the game, I would probably buy that collector's edition. Because it does have a lot of cool things that come with it. So what do you guys think about people selling... Like, I think this might be a new thing, too, because I heard about another company doing it. I forget which one, but it's a game coming out soon that will not have the game with its collector's edition. as
That
well.
doesn't make any damn sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
because it's mind-boggling. Like, and the thing is, the sad thing is they're gonna get away with it. People are going to buy the collector's edition regardless of whether the game's in it or not, and then they're gonna keep doing it because people get taken advantage of so easily, especially in like our community, and it's just like it's annoying. Just because like I said, they're gonna get away with that. They're gonna be able to sell it, and people are gonna buy it.
It's like they put out something so simple, and you run around like drunk chickens with no heads, thinking like, oh, this is so good. I mean, or like $300 for a shiny box with nothing in it. I mean, that's pretty good. Like that, it's just like no.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, it explains it, like, it does sound not promising, I guess, but it does sound really, like, tempting to get, because they say it's limited to only 5,000, and it's like, oh my god, I really want to be one of those 5,000 people to get it, but it doesn't come with a game, so there's really no point in getting it.
Yeah, that's unfortunately. If it came with a game, and if I was really into that franchise, or if I was really into that game, and I wanted to have a momentum, or have that item that you would get, maybe. But I have never bought a legendary package or a collector's edition package ever. Maybe once, but that was for a movie. That wasn't for a game. That was for a movie set for RoboCop. I loved RoboCop so much.
I bought the legendary
Wow.
edition of Skyrim. I mean, but that was on Steam, so it just basically all that had was all the DLC. But I got it for $25. It's pretty awesome.
Well, see, if you can get it cheap, then that's fine and dandy. So, the topics that I have, which are kind of short, one's going to be a little bit ridiculous. So, how about this? The UN has met up, has held a meeting, or is going to hold a meeting to discuss the legality of killer robots.
What?
This
Yes.
is the thing.
Wait, no, really?
Yeah,
Yes, they're going to have a meeting. The whole UN, the United Nations, is going to have a meeting, or has already, about killer robots, and if they are going to actually happen at one point in time, and what they should do for these. I
feel
think
like we're
it's
going through, like,
insane.
the zombie apocalypse thing, like when like everything, like there's a big boom about, a bunch of zombie like type games and stuff like that, and now everybody's making videos about, how to survive a zombie attack. Like, really? Are we transitioning from zombies to freaking robots now? Like, okay, that's really, I don't think, I mean, unless they're like trying to hint at their like mass producing freaking, warriors or something like that, then I don't think we have anything to worry about.
That is ridiculous. Are you being
it's-
serious right now? Like,
Yes, it's completely serious. I will link the article. Everybody can check this out.
Wow.
like you're gonna link me to what's that Rick Astley song? Never Gonna Give You Up. And I'm like, thank you. That's not true.
The article is technically a video, so.
Oh, great. Never gonna give you up.
You up?
Oh my god!
But-
Actually, when it came up, I thought it was gonna be that for a second.
Nope.
Oh, it's
So-
a SourceFed video. Okay.
It is. So the next topic that I had was: did anybody or does anybody know who Chris Hadfield is?
Sounds really familiar.
Yes, I'm
Nope.
Not a
familiar.
clue.
Okay, so rocket, space, station,
No idea.
nothing.
Nothing.
How about the chat? Does anybody know who Chris Hadfield is? This is pitiful.
The name Hatfield rings a bell.
Yeah. 1 second. Let me look this up.
Okay, so he is one of the captains on. I believe he's captain. He's on the space station, and he put out a video a year ago called Space Odyssey or Oddity. Wow, I can't read.
Oh.
I remember now.
Oh.
Okay, so he was only contracted or was told by NASA that he could have it out for 1 year, and they just removed it. And they have hopes that they can try to bring it back at some point in time. But I feel that this is a sad moment in the YouTube history because, I mean, that's not going to be there forever. That was there for that 1 year, and then they're taking it down. So if
Sure,
you didn't
somebody
get
will
the chance
re-upload
to
it.
watch it,
There's bound to be somebody that will be uploaded on YouTube going to it. Whether it'll stay up there is another question, but
whether it
someone
will stay
will.
up, yeah, that's the truth. But essentially, I loved that video. It was great. He did a fantastic job, and it just showed that what we could do in space at that point in time is just amazing. So that was my two topics.
Why did they have to take it down though?
It was because NASA basically told him that he could have it up for 1 year. That's it.
It's ridiculous.
What was that gasp for?
Probably overtiredness.
Is that what it was? I'm
Just to
concerned.
make sure he doesn't doze off.
So,
Wake up.
White boy, you got any other topics?
My other topics. Hold on, let me pull them up really quick. There in the chat here. Oh, I know one right off the bat. Okay, so Microsoft announced probably it was a couple days ago that they are no longer going to, or they're going to make a pack of. I'm having trouble thinking right now.
I'll take
St-
over if you need it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Stop moving, and maybe you'll
Okay,
be able to think.
Microsoft announced that they're going to be releasing a connectless Xbox One, I should say, as in June, I think it is.
I think that's when it was. Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
right before E3, and this is not a surprise to me at all. It's just the last thing, basically, that they went back on after the Xbox 180 crap happened.
Ugh.
Yep. Well-
The issue I have with it, and because I was watching Boogie's video, because of course I don't own the Xbox One or PlayStation 4. I don't own a next gen console. But he made a good point. This is not necessarily going to be a good thing because, this may end up meaning they're really losing faith in the Kinect and that they're going to just not quit supporting it. And there's, from what I hear from a lot of people who do have Xbox One, there's a lot of things that that the Kinect offers to the Xbox One user, and it's just like they're afraid that they're gonna actually quit supporting a lot of stuff and they're gonna quit development because apparently there's a lot of games in development right now that are actually utilizing the Kinect features, but due to this recent news, this may actually end up changing a lot of things, which is gonna of course push games back, and it may make games not be able to be released at all because of what they were fundamentally gonna be made around, which was the Kinect. So that that kind of sucks. I mean, as long as I knew that they were gonna do the whole making a console or making a bundle without the Kinect because it just makes more sense because some people aren't gonna use it. That makes sense to not have every single reiteration of it to be with the Kinect. If some people really won't use it because maybe they don't like the genre of games that would be released that would need the Kinect to be compatible or to even work. But at the same time, it sucks that it may end up meaning that some games aren't going to be released because of Microsoft's lack of support with the Xbox One's Kinect.
But like, what games?
I don't
Like,
know any of the games,
would
but I
there
just
be
know
like
that
a
there's.
huge game released that that uses the Xbox Connect? Like
I don't know of any, but I'm just saying it's the fact that there is a possibility that they're gonna quit supporting it altogether, and then that sucks when they a peripheral that they've pushed so hard is just gonna end up going obsolete because some people had such a bad experience with the the original Kinect, which from what I've heard is nothing like how the the Xbox One Kinect is. Apparently, it's a really big step up.
I think
don't know
I
heard that too.
firsthand, but
I think that technology is definitely going to move forward from here. I mean, they've definitely put it into some practical uses. I mean, the government's using them as well for the border surveillance. So, I mean, the technology is definitely there. Whether or not somebody has a better idea for the technology, that is always the case. So we'll probably see something like that again in the future. And a little bit more VR maybe towards
I think
it as
VR
well.
is definitely going to be the next thing. The Kinect and everything like that was the first step, and I think VR is definitely the next step.
And I don't give up on the Oculus Rift at all, even after Facebook decided to back it. I don't feel that they're going to mess it up too much. I really don't feel like they have too much power in it either, but they are going to use it to their
money
advantage.
controls everything, though. You got to look at it that way. Money
That is
controls
true.
everything. If
I
ahead.
tried the Oculus a couple of weeks ago and a gaming event. It made me. It's alright to start off with. People said that it makes them feel quite sick, but it's actually okay. I did feel quite dizzy afterwards though, but yeah, it was pretty fun to play on. Took a while to get used to though.
I had just watched a video not too long ago, and unfortunately, I'd have to look in my history to be able to look back and see exactly who posted the video or who made it. But they have designed a portion of the Oculus Rift where it also has a camera on it, a very low-grade camera that is picking up your body. So when you look down, you actually see your arms, and you actually see your legs, and if you stand up, you get that feeling. He had shown an example where he was sitting at a table, and when he went to turn out of the table, he had to move his legs to miss the table leg, even though it wasn't there. Like, it's just, that's how it plays with your mind. So
I don't know if I want that. That's a little bit on like the with the whole robot thing we were talking about earlier. That makes me kind of get sketchy on that. It makes me think, well, what are they trying to do here?
I think it's pretty cool though. I mean, because then you get to immerse yourself into that reality even more. I mean, that's one of the, I think I've seen one of the biggest complaints was the fact that when you're wearing the Oculus Rift, it's fine and dandy because you got the head movement and everything else, but they always wanted to know, like, I want to be able to move my hands and have it move in the game. And I want to be able to see that.
Have you seen Gamer, the movie?
Yes, I have.
And that's what it starts making me like a little etchy about. I'm like, is it gonna be getting to the point where, like people are gonna is that how society is gonna end up? Because with this technology, that's exactly how it. I'm not saying the movie's gonna be right, but it does make me eerie that this is a possibility of how it could turn.
It's a complete possibility that we could have a freaking army that is ran by one person in a virtual reality world.
I was talking about the whole Sims aspect.
I understand that, but I'm also putting another perspective on it. In the future, we probably will have animatronic robots or just robots in general fighting wars for us rather than us doing it. I mean, that's just I'm sure that our armed forces will always be there, always be manned, but we'll have those extensions.
Well, I don't know. Let's just hope it's not in my lifetime.
It could get scary. Skynet could be real. Anything is plausible.
Yeah.
All right, I have a topic.
Okay.
Philips sues Nintendo for motion rights to
properties, yeah.
motion. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard
Philips-
about that too.
Philips claims that it owns virtual control device which allows users to control interfaces using initiative motions. It also claims Nintendo's Wii Remote infringes on a second patent which refers to a user interface system based on a pointing device. Nintendo has not publicly made any suggestion that it concurs with the but according to Philips, it is informed that Nintendo of its alleged I cannot speak infringement of the first patent in. Sorry, I'm just failing at speaking.
That's all right. What we'll do is we'll just post the link. If you give us the link to that article, we'll post it in the description below. You can go check it out if you're interested in that topic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely something that is interesting to definitely check out.
Yeah.
Basically, in a slighter sense, Philips is suing at Nintendo for their Wii U, which, as we know, the Wii U isn't the greatest console of all.
I don't think I give like I hate when people like bash the Wii U and stuff like that. You know, everybody's just pissed off because it's not just like how the 360 or not the 360, but the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4. I still think it's a great console. You know, if I had the money and I had to choose between all three, I'd probably get a PlayStation 4. But if I was,
Great argument.
I know. I kind of fell back on myself there. But no, if I only had, if I had a choice between the Xbox One and the Wii U, I get the Wii U, hands down. Just because
there's an actual reason to get a Wii U now at this point.
Yeah, we got Smash coming out with. I don't know if we necessarily have a release date or anything.
I was more talking about the next Legend of Zelda game. It kind of leaked out.
Well, I mean, either way, Smash, Zelda. I mean, I don't know about Zelda because I don't know if you guys have watched my streams of the Ocarina of Time, but I'm not very good at that game at all.
That's probably my favorite Nintendo title.
But I don't know. I think people need to lay off Nintendo. It's really, they've always gotten behind, but they've always turned it around. I'm not. Basically, I'm saying don't count them out. I think they'll make it. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can go, Robot.
Alright, they're not in the war between, or the supposed war between Microsoft and Sony. Those two, they're basically the spectator of the battle, because it's like people. Alright, this is gonna sound strange, but if you go to like a convention, you aren't gonna say, hey, Xbox One or Wii. No, it's gonna be Xbox One or PlayStation. So, Nintendo,
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Nintendo may be out of the equation, but I wouldn't hold them out. Their sales may not have been as good as they necessarily could have been, but I still think that they're still a great company, and I still do support them. Their games and their consoles are amazing. That was that's what I grew up with. The Super Nintendo, the Nintendo, the what's it called, the Game Boys, all that. Man, it's amazing stuff, and I definitely wouldn't count them out on that.
Back on the other topic, Nintendo has openly said that they are not involved in the console wars at this point. That they openly said they've given up on trying to compete with Xbox and PlayStation.
But yeah, they're doing their own thing, and that's exactly what they should be doing.
Yep. And before that, I was going to say something else. I was going to say that I think that people should be harder on Nintendo almost. It's been around longer than most of these other gaming related companies.
Mm-hmm.
And they still kind of just fall short in a lot of areas, but people still love them because they're like, oh, the 1000th Mario game has come out this year. It's gonna be amazing, guys. It's totally not gonna be the same thing it was last time.
It makes me want to go do a Let's Play of Mario.
Oh.
It
Double's gonna
doesn't
tweet
matter.
me for that, by the way.
Yeah, he is.
He's doing that right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. It's the same thing with the Call of Duty, That's why the Call of Duty, is still thriving the way it is now. They do the same damn thing in every iteration that they make of the game. They release a game every single year. It's the same damn thing, but still people are buying them. It's the same thing. So, it's like, you can't say anything about Mario that you wouldn't be able to say about Call of Duty, because it's the same thing. They're doing the exact same thing.
That's two different things. I've talked about this before. Nintendo is just solely on that. Like, that's just Nintendo. But Activision has those separate companies that work on games that also work on other games that are like new.
Well, I mean, it's the
new
same.
and experimental games, like Destiny, for example, is being made by Bungie. So that's one of the Activision.
Well, I mean,
titles.
Nintendo's not just doing Mario. They're doing Mario, Zelda.
And the same games they do every time.
Hey, they're still great gaming companies. So you can
Absolutely.
I'm a huge Nintendo hater, so.
Game.
So you say, Hart, you've been pretty quiet.
I was just gonna say,
Let's
Hart, you
stop
got
it.
anything that you want to add to anything?
No.
I was like, wait for it. No.
Well, because I haven't played the Wii U, and I barely played the Wii, and no, I don't.
My Wii crapped out. That sounds so bad, but my Wii my Wii crapped out about not even a year after I bought it.
Oh, that sucks.
My Wii is just collecting dust in my garage now.
Then you need to send it to me.
All
I
right.
will pay for
I
shipping.
bought mine used for $99, and I barely get on it. I only get on it to play House of the Dead and Super Mario 3.
That Smash Bros.
Thanks, Chris, for the information that you've taken several Wiis during the podcast. Glad to know you're still with us.
I know, huh?
He's still alive. He's still alive.
For those of you guys who don't know, we're all coming from different parts of the world.
Yeah.
Chris is in. I'm gonna probably gonna get wrong. UK or Europe. He's over there, and it's like 3 a.m. for him, and it's
It's
8
going
o'clock
on
for
4
us.
now.
Yeah, it's going on 4 o'clock for him right now.
For me.
And so pardon if some people aren't talking as much. It's late.
Well, I'm in Texas. It's only 9:52, so.
Dang.
Yeah.
See, that's not too bad. But I would go ahead.
Well, I was wondering, as far as like the female gamers out there, do y'all play with many females? And when you're in a shut up, Chris. And when
I
you're
wasn't even
in
thinking. I was like,
I play with one female.
and when you're like, say you're in a group chat or something while you're playing, have you ever had like a bunch of guys act stupid? Because I get a lot of that sometimes. I'm not talking about Chris because I'm used to his assholishness, but
that sounds nice.
I would definitely say that is probably a common occurrence.
Yeah, people do act stupidly.
Like this 8-year-old people on Xbox Live or like PS or PlayStation, they're just like 8-year-olds are just like, hey, you're a girl, you want to date? And then the girl's like 18 to 25.
She's like, no, pass. Like, you aren't old enough. Sorry, sir.
Oh man, it is getting hot in this studio right now.
Oh man. Yeah.
Going to the badness of video games, DayZ for all the DayZ
Oh,
players,
God.
the baby servers were hacked because the code was leaked and posted on Reddit.
Oh well, that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I haven't played DayZ in a while. I
Rusty
couldn't kill the
Flight.
zombies last time because
Yep.
my axe wouldn't kill them, and I cursed it out and turned it off.
I remember the last time I played, that I was just like, a bunch of zombies were chasing me. I was like, oh god, I gotta get in this house. I get in the house and they glitch
And they
through the
glitch
wall
in.
and kill me. I was like, really?
Yes, or they swim through the floor.
Yeah, like I totally regret buying. I'm not gonna lie. I know that On Fire and White Boy both like Rust a lot.
I love
I
Rust.
kind of regret buying both DayZ and Rust at this point. I just don't really support those early access games anymore. I don't think a lot of people should at this point.
I actually have fun on Rust. It's DayZ for some reason I just can't get back into unless there's a group of us playing. But other than that, like playing by myself, like I don't DayZ. I wish I would have saved my $29.99.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't play it enough either. So let's open up the chat here. You guys have any questions for us? Please feel free to post them. We're gonna be ending here soon. I'm sweating to death right now, and I need to turn a fan on.
Yeah, it's too hot. What's your guys' temperature at where you live right now?
Well, mine is
Ooh,
32 degrees outside Fahrenheit.
What?
Oh, wait, what?
What?
Yep,
Where are you at? Cause I envy that.
Wisconsin.
Well, I'm 62 degrees right now.
Can we all
Oh
talk
my
in
goodness,
Celsius, please?
I'm-
Can we talk in the
No, no
current
talking
civilization?
Celsius. Nope.
It's
It's
75 here.
it's 73 here right
Oh
now.
my god, I'll convert mine to Fahrenheit, you bastard.
Oh, mine's Fahrenheit too. Damn, I don't know how to do all that shit. Yeah.
Well, he's the only one here who's like
I'm the
In a
only one in the
different country.
modern world, apparently.
modern. Whatever.
Do any of you could someone give me food in game? Because I'm about to die.
Okay, it's 71 here.
Let
Ah.
him die.
I got-
Anyway, guys, I have a random thing to tell you, because my girlfriend is probably watching right now.
No, she's not.
So everyone see what I'm holding in my hands right now on fire? Take a look.
Giggity.
Yes, I see it.
You see what this
Apple?
is? This
Yeah,
apple?
okay.
Okay,
Yes.
so me and my girlfriend were having a discussion today,
Oh gosh.
and we were talking about apples.
Uh-huh.
And
What this is
Continue.
gonna lead
I
to.
did not know that there were multiple kinds of apples. I know, you can shame me. I thought there was just no one kind of apple. And so she's like, no guys. No, there's more than one apple, Sam. And I'm like, okay, there can't be more than like 10 or some shit. You guys want to know how many apples there are in the world?
I'm guessing like
Inform me.
probably 100 or something like that.
Not even close, huh?
Not even close.
Then tell us, smartass.
There is 7,500
Oh.
different kinds of apples in the world.
Damn.
Wow.
Random facts with Sam. I should do that every episode.
There you go.
The more you know.
Yep.
Public service
There you go.
announcement from
There you
Sam.
go, Morenya. There you go.
Damn, that's I'm surprised
I'm surprised too. I was pissed
because you were wrong.
because I was wrong. Yeah.
Tends
You-
to happen a lot.
You just thought there was an apple, and that's
I
just
thought there
an
was
apple.
An apple.
So you don't know there's like the green apple, the freaking red
and
apple.
green, huh?
The red apple turns green.
He's probably
What?
just like,
No.
oh,
Wait, green apple turns to different colors. It's always they usually always start out as green because they're not ripe yet. But then there's those green apples that are like Fuji apples.
Granny apples, got Kayla apples.
Boy,
What a great way to end the podcast. Like my apple.
Oh man, thank you very much, guys.
Oh,
Nope,
it's over.
nope, we're not done yet. I'm just saying thank you very much to everybody that's in the stream right now.
What games
I'm
are y'all
getting
playing
out.
now? Like, what games are y'all into now?
Oh god.
Minecraft.
Besides
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Minecraft is always going to be there, so I'm always into it. I'm currently into Rust and Arma 3.
Armor. I got armor. Just don't play it.
Me, it's Rust, Minecraft, Final Fantasy VII, Saints Row the Third. I'm doing Skyrim. I do a little bit on the side, just playing it by myself. Because I'm a loner. Nobody likes me.
True.
What is your dick?
What?
And then what's it called? Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. That's what I'm playing. Oh, and then I'm playing Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core on my PSP.
I don't play any games right now. I haven't played a game for a while. I've played Lego Marvel Superheroes with my girlfriend.
I played that the other day. Yeah.
That's a great game.
Yeah.
I played Call of Duty Ghosts for like an hour. That's why I'm hoping Wolfenstein is a good game, so it's worth my time because it comes out in 5 days, I think now. So
So
yeah,
you
that'll-
haven't you just haven't been into gaming lately, or you
Nah,
just
there's
looking
just
for
no
something
games
good?
releasing that I'm really into.
No.
Because basically what he does is the games that he plays is the games that he uploads to his channel, and he like freaking records so much that he. How many episodes do you have sitting on your PC right now? Not on your.
I
your
think
background.
I calculated the other day. I think it's like 80 videos on my computer right now.
On your
it's
background?
On your
No,
background.
no, no, no,
It's
no.
on the background.
That was last time. It was 100 last time.
Oh,
On your
100,
background though, right?
100
Oh, my
videos on your background.
Oh, you really aren't getting that, dude?
Shut up! I get what you mean now. Shut up.
So we were talking last week. I think it was last week, and this
Yeah.
dude said that, oh, there's a bunch of videos like, and he said like 108 on his background, and we're both me and On Fire are like, you mean like what are you talking about? He's like, dude, you know the background. I was like, oh.
I didn't know what to call it. Shut up, everybody,
Canadians.
I'm embarrassed.
Listen, you don't have Mike here to save you from us
I know.
making Canadian
There's-
jokes.
There's no Canadian love here. Well,
So
I mean,
you,
doubles
do
in the
you
chat.
only play like new releases? Somebody here only plays new releases, right? Like
Yeah, I
That's-
really only play new releases, and it
Yeah,
sucks.
okay,
Most
I thought I
games come
remembered
out in like the last part of the year, and I finished them all right then. I'm like, oh, I ain't got nothing for the rest of the year now.
Bummer.
That's why I can't wait until a game like Evolve comes up, because I feel like Evolve is more of like a long-term game because it doesn't really have any other element other than like that kind of Left 4 Dead feel to it.
If I can afford the new game, I'll play the new game. But if not, I'll just play my old games. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm just so, I don't know, stingy with my money that I cannot see myself paying that much for a freaking game.
Well, that's why we do the Steam sale and the Humble Bundle.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know,
actually,
'cause
that's something I want to talk about. That was the other
Oh,
topic
God.
that I had. So for those of you who don't know, there's a service called Humble Bundle. Basically, what it does is,
I love it.
yeah, it's amazing.
Sam, give Zapper some food or something.
So basically, what it is they have games every week that they have on sale. Usually 3 to 4, and they're mostly indie games that you can get for it's basically donating. As long as you donate $1, you get 2 or 3 games. And if you donate more than the average, which usually is around $3 or $4, you get 2 or 3 more games. So this week and next week they are having basically a 14 days sale where they basically are taking a bunch of bundles that they've already had as previous bundles, and they're rebundling them for exactly 1 day. The first day was Saints Row 2 and 3 and some other games. I don't remember what the other games were. That's the only one that I've been able to afford so far. But if you want to check it out, I'll put it in the chat. I'll put the web address. It's really it's really fun to get games like that because you can it's really affordable. I've bought I guess probably out of the 50 plus games that I have on Steam are from Humble Bundle. And some of the games are really long. You wouldn't actually think that an indie game would be 6 to 8 hours worth of actual gameplay.
Yeah, there's groupies and Bundle Start also that has great bundles too.
Little Green Gaming.
Yeah,
or
Green
little,
Man Gaming.
Yeah, Green Man Gaming. There we go. Thank you. They have pretty good sales as well.
With the codes.
Yep.
Yeah, they have codes also.
So.
Gamersgate also.
See, look at that. We're getting all these resources to spend money at.
Hey, I'm cheap. I know where to save. I look for coupons everywhere.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
You're gonna have to hit you up next time I'm looking for a game.
I'm telling you.
Only games I play are Minecrafting. So
You gotta open your horizons, man. You gotta open them. Gotta be able to play some other games.
Well, I play other games, but they're like, Like I have a 3DS, so I play Nintendo games. Like
Oh.
I play Pokemon freaking all the time. So.
Yeah, I'm actually looking
I
in the
never
market
played that,
again.
actually. I never even tried it. I watched the cartoon.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, I'm looking into actually getting a 3DS hopefully sometime soon because they got an amazing library of games for the 3DS.
Yeah, the kids have 3DS and the 3DSi and all that stuff, but no.
All right, guys. Well, I think we're coming to an end of the podcast. I'd like to
God.
say thank you very much for coming out tonight. Thank you very much to the special guests that we had tonight as well. I would like to say that onfire53.com is live. You can check out any latest news about the podcast, about my channel. Plus, I'm going to have the other co-host content on that website as well. So feel free to check that out frequently to get any updates on the podcast. Be able to watch the podcast. You can even watch it live there. So there's a lot of interesting things that you can see and read about. And I'm continuing to update it as we continue to talk about it right now. Mm-hmm. So definitely go check that out. And definitely if you have any feedback, let us know. If you wish to get any questions answered in the next podcast, please put them down in the comments down below. I really do appreciate that. And if we didn't get into any questions within the Twitch stream, I do apologize. But definitely come and check us out. So, go ahead, Sam. You're going to take us out?
Wasn't that the outro? I was hoping.
No.
No.
Oh, I
No.
was like, you're doing it for me. Yay!
Nah, go on ahead and get the rest of that.
You can check everything we talked about in the description below. You can find out all our Twitters and YouTube channels if we have any in the description below. And yeah, that's about it.
All right, Sam. What are you going to do?
Fine.
What are you going to do, Sam?
Oh,
Sam.
I'm gonna flip the switch.
Oh, I already did. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
There's
Let
one
me
more.
redo it.
There's
Yeah.
one more switch to flip. One more switch to flip.
Stop flicking the switch.
Heart. That switch right above you.